Unatisha nani? William Ruto unatisha nani hapa Kenya? Wewe unaweza tisha nani? Wewe kondoo ambaye hata una meno ya mbele. Meno ya mbele yote ni ya fake. Unaweza tisha nani wewe? Unatisha nani hapa Kenya bwana Ruto? Unatisha nani bwana?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much, guys, for your great support. Now, fellow Kenyans, there is a question here that I've seen a lot of people asking. I don't know where the confusion is coming from as far as ODM's leadership is concerned. And nimeona watu wengi sana wanauliza, and somebody is telling me that, Boni, can you tell us what's going on in ODM? What next? Because we've heard Winnie ODINGA is taking over office as the deputy party leader of ODM. Yet we know very well that Winnie ODINGA together with OBURU, yes, they're uncle and nephew, but hawapatani kabisa. What's going on? So that is what I want us to talk about, fellow Kenyans. But before we do that, let me humbly request you that if at all we are meeting for the first time, please don't forget to click the subscribe button. You can as well, like, you can share, drop me your comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think and where exactly you are watching this video from. If you're in the country, I would request to tell me which county or county number. And if you're outside the country, I'd request that you send me either the code of the country, the country's flag, or the country's name down at the comment section. To our returning viewers, thank you, God bless you. Asanteni sana. People like John Knight, I really appreciate what you're doing. Caroline Martel, Metro54, Fox, people like Trader, people like Pauline, people like Joy, people like John, Charlie Blake, Greg. You have so many, I can't mention all of you. Jose, you guys, you are so many. I can't mention all of you, but just know that you're doing a very wonderful job, and what you're doing is inevitable and is being seen. Actually, I see what you're doing. You're doing an amazing job. Let's get to the discussion, fellow Kenyans. And let me say this, that one thing, the first thing that I want us to understand is that there are people who are asking this question. People are asking Winnie ODINGA that, are you with us or with them? Are you seeing that question? That question might seem to be either direct or indirect, but the person that is supposed to answer that question is not necessarily Winnie ODINGA directly, but her behavior or her next step is what is supposed to make us know exactly where she is.
Hii chama hii nyumba yetu, hii nyumba ambayo tulijenga, hii nyumba ambayo babangu alijenga. Mimi ODINGA natoka hapa nikienda wapi? Na walisema nilifanya tu mkutano ya kuzungumza juu ya mambo ya Nairobi. Lakini vile watu wa Nairobi wameniseti. Vile nimeona wanachama wanipanga. Na wana uoga. Basi hivyo tuende mbele. Tumetoka 2007. Tumezurura. Tumeenda rallies, tumeenda maandamano, tumeenda kila pahali. And everywhere in Kenya, the place that says how politics of Kenya will go ni hapa Nairobi. Na hii Nairobi kuna wenyewe. Na wana Nairobi, wenyewe Nairobi ni ODM members, wanachama wa ODM. Watu wa Nairobi wamekuwa wakienda maandamano. Hakuna maandamano ushago. Imekuwa hapa Nairobi. So kwa hivyo, when it comes to party positions, those who have put their lives on the line should be the first people to be considered for party. right. So kwa hivyo we will go there. Nairobi must have a seat on the table. Nairobi comes with 1 million votes from ODM. Nairobi will have its say. And on March 27th, we will have our day. Teni sana. It's time for ODM. Sasa nimesikia tulisema tuingie ground. Nimesikia cheerleader amesema tuvae rubbers. Sijui nini. Nimesikia vijana pia tuko nayo mambo yetu. From now on, first of all, hata kabla nisahau, I want to thank Mheshimiwa George
Because you see, when people are doubting and people are asking, are you with us or with them? Now, who are with us? Who is this? Who is this us? And who is this them? That this question that we ODINGA is supposed to answer. Number one, the us here that Winnie ODINGA is being asked. The us here that Winnie ODINGA is expected to answer is the Linda Wananchi. That is the group of Edwin Sifuna, Babu Owino, Caleb Amisi, that other group. And then the them that Winnie ODINGA is supposed also to respond to is OBURU ODINGA and the groups, the Gladys Wanga, Junet Mohammed and all sorts. That other group. But I want us to talk about this. Yesterday, Winnie ODINGA accepted to be the deputy party leader of ODM. That is where now the problem is coming from. Yesterday, Winnie ODINGA accepted to be the deputy party leader of ODM, representing Nairobi region. People like Aladwa were the ones that pushed the agenda that she's supposed to take over and give them direction. Let's talk. Tuongee tu kama wananchi, tuongee tu kama wale watu ambao wanaelewa kile ambacho kinaendelea, ama pengine wangetaka kuelewa sana kile ambacho kinaendelea. What's going on right now is this. ODM is subdivided into two. All of us knows that ODM is subdivided into two, where we have got the group A and the group B. Now, there is no single day that we've ever seen Winnie ODINGA attending the Linda Wananchi meeting anywhere. Kama kunayo, you can tell me in the comment section. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I just want to put things, I just want us to understand something here. Hakuna siku ambayo Winnie ODINGA amewahi enda akahudhuria mkutano wa Linda Wananchi. Hamna hata siku moja. The meeting that is being the meetings that are normally being held by the Edwin Sifuna's group, Winnie ODINGA hajawahi attend hata moja. Si kwa ubaya, si ati hajawahi attend kwa nini. No, she has got her reasons as to why she has never done that. But we have to talk about this, and I want us to talk about this thing this way. The reason why I feel like there is still war in ODM, and this war is going to be settled after the NDC, that is the National Delegate Conference, is this. Winnie ODINGA wants to maintain the legacy of the father. That is Raila. That is her target. Her main agenda is to maintain the legacy of Raila ODINGA. OBURU ODINGA is to ruin what Raila ODINGA built by pushing the agenda of tunataka power. So you see, when OBURU is pushing the agenda that says tunataka power, he is forgetting that despite that power, there is what is known as brand. There is what is known as building. Whenever you are building a house, you can't just start from the rooftop. You have to start from the ground, like lazima ukuwe na foundation and all that. And the stronger the foundation, the stronger the house or the building. So Raila ODINGA had a good foundation, and he's the one that laid the foundation. The mistake happened that when Raila ODINGA died, the foundation iliboromoka. So the people that have come next, what they're supposed to do, or what they have to do, is to make sure that they lay foundation. And the foundation that they're going, the house that they are going to have or to stay in will be determined by the kind of foundation that they're laying. When Winnie ODINGA said that baba yangu, hii chama ni ya baba yangu, mnataka niende wapi? I want us to see this thing this way. Oburu Odinga's interest is to have power, right? Now, it is not only Oburu Odinga that is pushing the agenda of power. Oburu Odinga is being pushed by the... I want us to understand this. Are you with us or with them? If now, let's say that the way Winnie Odinga right now is going to be the deputy party leader. Why do you think Winnie Odinga is accepting to be the deputy party leader? The uncle is the party leader. Nephew, deputy party leader. Remember, already this uncle has people behind him. Kuna wale watu ambao wako nyuma ya Oburu Odinga. Wale watu ambao wanajua vizuri kwamba sisi tunaenda na Oburu Odinga mpaka tupate power. Hao ni watu kivyao. Winnie Odinga pia ana watu. Now, wenye Oburu Odinga wako nao nimekuambia that their only interest is power. That is their main focus. Their main focus is to get power. Hii group ingine ya Winnie Odinga, the main interest is to make sure that Raila Odinga's party stands. And that is why unaona hata wao wenyewe it is, you know, let us understand this, that Babu Owino and Edwin Sifuna, these guys hawataki kutoka ODM. Tusidanganyane kwamba hawa watu wanatoka ODM. Hawa watu hawatoki ODM. Hawatoki. So kama hawatoki ODM, they are not even prepared, they are not even thinking of forming another party. Then why is it that they are in ODM and kama wani rebels? Now, they are rebels simply because what is happening right now they don't want. What if things change and the other group that is supporting Oburu Odinga fails? Tuangalia hapa. What if the other group that is supporting Oburu Odinga fails na hiyo power yao? Remember, Winnie Odinga bado yupo na Winnie Odinga na Oburu Odinga hawapatani. Kwa sababu gani? What Winnie Odinga wants and the interest of Oburu Odinga are divergent, are two different things. There are roads that will never meet. Sisi tunataka hivi, nyinyi wewe unataka hivi. So hakuna pale ambapo tutakutana. You understand? So anybody who is saying that Winnie Odinga amekimbia ameacha leader wananchi, number one, Winnie Odinga has never attended any meeting of leader wananchi. That is why I don't think hata kwa bana zao umeyaona, poster zao umeyaona Winnie Odinga akiwekwa. It is not like maybe ataki kuingia ama ataki kuenda now, but it's like, you know, I'm still working on other things. It's like that was the message. I'm still working on other things. Another thing that I want us to look at is here. Every land or every property must have a title deed. Sindio? If every land must have a title deed, every meeting, every group must have a certificate. Every party has got its certificate. Raila Odinga died. The question is, who has the certificate of ODM? And who is capable or who is in that capacity of holding the ODM tickets? Let's say this. Let's assume that I want us to look at it this way. Let's assume that Mama Ida Odinga is the one that has the certificates, right? Because of course you know that she's Raila Odinga's wife. So vitu mingi sana za ODM I think ye akonazo. So let's assume that Ida Odinga ndiye akona certificates za ODM. And then then Ida Odinga accepted to work with William Ruto. William Ruto is pushing the agenda of Oburu Odinga and these other people to join him. And then hapa tuko na Winnie Odinga who is like also a rebel. Certificates ziko na Ida Odinga. Between Oburu Odinga and Winnie Odinga, who is most likely to be supported by Ida Odinga? Do you really think that Ida Odinga will leave her daughter to go and support Oburu Odinga? No, tuzungumze tu hapa. Wewe unafikiria kwamba Aida Odinga ataacha kusupport mtoto wake, msichana wake Winnie, na aende support Oburu Odinga kwa sababu Oburu Odinga anafanya kazi na William Ruto, naye pia anafanya kazi na William Ruto? Do you really think it can happen? So that one can simply tell you the next move or the direction that ODM is going to take. Suppose all these things come to an end, or suppose all these things end, there are a lot of issues, there are a lot of things here that people really need to look at. Mimi niliwaambia kwamba I will always tell you what's going on. I will always be here to explain to you and to tell you what exactly is going on and how you're supposed to go and how you're supposed to solve this problems, because if we don't, then we are the ones that are in trouble. Our wanasiasa, I told you that politicians don't care completely about who you are, about where you are, about where you are going, where you've come from. They don't care. What politicians care about is how are they going to benefit. I've seen a lot of people saying that, oh, you know, now once Winnie Odinga is coming in as the deputy party leader, now it seems that ODM is Odinga's is a family party. That is not it, because Winnie Odinga is just like, I don't know. Suppose ODM was Odinga's family was a family property of a family party, then I don't think if Raila Odinga could have brought people like Edwin Sifuna to give them positions. Angepea Oburu Odinga, anape Winnie na ape nani. But he didn't do that. You know, the problem is not even about all those things that Raila did. Of course, we know that as a human being, you have to make mistakes. But we can't measure into the mistakes that were made by the late Raila Odinga simply because maybe he wanted something good to come out of ODM. But now we have to focus on what next. We have to ask ourselves, what next? Because that is the main thing. What next? Kama tuwezi tukajiuliza what next, then hata sisi tuko na problem. We have a very big problem. The main question that we need to ask ourselves is, what next? Okay, Winnie Odinga is going to take over party as the deputy party leader. In other words, so it's very simple. If Oburu Odinga is out of the picture, automatically Winnie Odinga is going to be the party leader. Hata hao wengine waseme kwamba Winnie Odinga ni mtoto, mara Winnie Odinga afanye nini, mara sijui Winnie Odinga afanye nini. Those are nonsense. What I believe and what I know is that everything that happens in politics happens with a reason. Yesterday I asked you this question, that is Oburu Odinga aware of what awaits him? Ama kazi yake ni kuongea tu power, kusema mambo na power hapa. Yet there is nothing that he can talk about constructive that people can hear. Anyway, fellow Kenyans, I would like to know what you think at the comment section concerning this issue and this bold step that Winnie Odinga is taken or has taken to be the deputy party leader of ODM. I think Mama Aida Odinga is in support of this because as far as I'm concerned, Winnie Odinga is her daughter and she must, not even she must support her daughter. Despite working with William Ruto, she's the mother. And everything that happens because Winnie Odinga also wants to maintain the legacy of the father. After all, guys, that is just my thought and that is my opinion. Let me also know yours at the comment section. My name is Boniface Owino and this is Bonita Media.